This is Riley, and it's Wednesday evening, and I'm just at the park hanging out, relaxing, and enjoying it. But I have a question. Do you have high expectations in having a date for some festival, for some park, for some fun, for the weekend? Do you? Hey, this is Dating Drama, and I just thought we'd try this in the evening to see how it land with you guys. You know, we talked Monday about summer and concerts and festivals, remember? In Sturgis Falls and all these things that we're going to be doing and maybe going to. And we want to date. We want to go with somebody. We want to have the fun. We need to have the fun. We expect to be with someone. It's not even like a desperation. It's more like an inspiration. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make this date happen one way or another. It does sound desperate, doesn't it? Like the word inspiration. I like the word inspiration better though for this one. But another good word would be, could call this denial, right? Because how many of us want all of that? But no, we're not going to have it, or we're not in the position to be ready for it. That could be the bigger part of this. I kind of see this as kind of a pattern and a boundary, kind of wavelength here, where our patterns, or whatever our patterns are, wanting to date somebody, like at Sturgis Falls, wanting to go fishing, wanting it all. These things, all these fun things in the summer, going out, partying and dancing, swimming, and to somebody, that's a pattern we've set up for ourselves. We've set that up to believe that that's what we're going to accomplish. That's a pattern of expectations that we have on ourselves. And you know that pattern, the certain pattern we're trying to make happen, we're going to be very disappointed. Because we set the same pattern. We set the same goal. We don't change it up. We just set it and make it happen. Or think we're going to make it happen. But this is how it's going to be. And I'm going to make it happen. But let's talk about expectations now of what that pattern is going to be. It's going to set us up for a fall. It's going to set us up for being lonely, set us up for looking across the room at people holding hands and having fun in the groups together, and we're alone. It's going to set us up to be depressed and not want to even try our boundaries. So it should be something like, okay, I want to date. I want to do this with a guy. I want to have fun. I want to be in love, even maybe a little. But my boundary says to me, yes, I want these things, but I'm not just going to settle and take everything for granted that I think I want. Do you understand that? You need to set a boundary that you're not going to just expect everything. We don't take life for granted, and we don't take people for granted that they're going to go along with your schemes, your plans. I'm not going to be desperate. I'm not going to do something against my beliefs, my morals, my values. When you set the boundaries, you follow them. They may seem awful lonely and awful strict when you do it the right way for you. When you do it the right way for you, it does seem awful lonely and strict. But what about if we didn't set boundaries? What if we just did it? I wanted to do it. I want to do this. I want to have fun. I want to drink. I want to have sex with whoever. That stuff. What if we did that and let our boundaries go? Well, we've created a new pattern, a pattern of I can't make somebody want me, so I'm going to give them what they want. Wait. I'm just going to go along with the flow. Wait. To have a moment, even if that person doesn't really like me. You know, that gives me a story from 2 years ago when I was dating this one that wanted to be friends with benefits and didn't want to be friends, just the benefits. We went line dancing together, we hung out, we talked, but he was very distant. He always said this wasn't anything more than what it was. He didn't want anything more than that. But I took a pattern and a boundary, threw the boundary out the window, and thought, I want to have somebody go to Sturgis Falls with. I want to go line dancing. I want to go to dinner a couple times. I want these things, and I'm willing to give up my boundaries for it. And I did. He did. But what happens when you do that? How do you feel at the end of it? Because you're going to lose. He's not going to stay. I took something that wasn't real, but I allowed it because that's a pattern I would do. So I could get somebody to hang out with me, even if it wasn't good for me. So for this Wednesday, summer evening, if you're going to go out to the bar, if you're going to go to karaoke, if you go do it yourself, not to impress anyone in that bar, not to worry about anyone in that bar that's not talking to you. You sit there proudly and you talk to people proudly with no hesitations, no expectations. And your boundaries, you need to own them. You need to own your own boundaries. This is Wednesday evening. This is dating drama at her finest. So I want you, my audience, to think about this. Think about this weekend, Sturgis Falls. Are you going alone? Are you going with friends? You come with a guy? Are you going with friends and a guy and you want to be with? Or are you just doing it to have somebody to be with? Or are you going alone? So what are you doing? What is your choice? You make that choice. You make that decision. I challenge you to pay attention to this. How this goes down for you, to how the weekend goes. Whatever you do to pay attention to hear the patterns in your boundaries and in your expectations and what's best for you. So the challenge at the end of the day is be okay with being with you. Because like my fortune cookie said today, you can't have people like you if you don't like yourself. I hope the takeaway of this is, as you notice, we were in a park and I was on play toys by myself, alone, enjoying it. I was enjoying it a half hour by myself before I got on with you. So I'm telling you, sometimes being alone is okay. A lot of times it is. And if it's your life right now, then take it. Take that. Enjoy it. Go do things. Meet people. Talk. But don't be there to impress anybody or to expect anything from anybody. Do it for yourself. That's what the takeaway is here. Our patterns and our expectations and our boundaries are there for a reason. Pay attention. I will talk to you Friday. God bless, guys.